promised to do was to eliminate any kind of ads in the public transportation systems.
Why?
That would
Oh, not altogether.
no more ads.
We don't
no
need
ads.
that revenue.
We don't need $1.5 billion a year in revenue.
There's no more rubbish in the tunnels.
No, but
mind the gap. Mind your eyes. Avert from the advertisement.
Don't look. Say no to ads. But his pledge when he was running was that he was going to take the ads and he was going to put every single ad that came across that they posted and run it through a council before it was approved to make sure that kids were not growing up with an unidealistic image of what you're supposed to be.
Oh, so they're not going to advertise
like
at all.
There's no bathing suits. There's
there's nothing.
Everybody has to now change their ad campaign. They can't put a pretty girl on a poster and be like, "Hey, lose 10 pounds quick."
Well, they can't grab your attention with anything sexy.
Right. I mean, I think that's kind of a step in the right direction. Now, maybe this is because I have a daughter and I don't want her growing up. I already hear her say things unhealthy, expectation-wise, because she watches Disney Channel. Mm-hmm. And they're all about pretty and kisses and stuff like that. And it's just there's
more to being a girl than just being girly.
Yeah, there's more to being a girl than being a size 2.
And don't you think that Disney would, of all people, or all companies, would be able to get that message through?
Yeah, they could do a lot better of a job.
And they probably do with the Minnie Mouse stuff and the kids stuff. But the tween stuff is all about girly girl.
And the stuff that I see her watching, that, Austin and Allie. Okay, so here's the setup for this show. Allie is a songwriter, but she has stage fright. Austin is this pretty boy who can play guitar, but he doesn't know how to write songs. Bada bing, bada boom, we have a TV show.
You got chocolate in my peanut butter. You got peanut butter in my chocolate.
Right.
Boom.
Delicious. And it deals a lot with, relationships and, I don't know. It's awkward. A couple of episodes ago, you had asked me how my daughter knew a certain phrase, and I can't remember what it was, but it was something along the lines of crushing on somebody or this or that. And they use it all the time on the Disney Channel. It's almost watchable for me.
Okay.
Entertainment wise, yeah. It has so much context that I can relate to at 37 that they're kind of missing that gap. And you're right. I think Disney should be in the forefront of, come on, let's let our kids be kids. Let's not have them grow up so fast.
That's why we exist as the Disney Channel, because we're
right.
supposed to be something that parents are like, okay, you can watch the Disney Channel,
right?
But now you're saying whoa,
yes,
whoa,
absolutely.
You're not old enough for that.
Yeah, no. Got to turn that off.
Disney Channel, I trusted you.
right. And I mean, I don't know where I was going with this, but it just. I don't know, dude. It's our society. You're right when you say that it's us and that it's not a human being problem. I think this is an American problem. I think this is the way that we are. The fact that Donald Trump is going to win the election, maybe not.
Think so.
You don't think so?
More people hate him than.
So you think that when it actually starts happening, people are going to switch sides and start voting for Hillary?
No, I think when it comes down between either him or her, I think they're going to say her.
Okay. Well, but he's winning most of the popular vote, which doesn't mean shit in the electoral. But
not against her.
No?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, you're talking about the polls?
Yeah.
Oh, no. She's still beating him in the polls.
Oh, okay.
It's like...
Isn't that fucked up? First of all, we live in a country that we finally got a first black president, and we're going to follow him up with the first female president. I mean, is that good or a bad thing? Are we just too eager for change, and maybe that's why everybody hates us?
No, I think it's about time that we were open enough to be like, hey, let's let someone else have a chance at it other than an old white guy. But
true,
you can't just throw the very first white woman that comes up and goes, I could do it. I mean, I don't know if she's the best going to be the best president of all. I mean,
I think Hillary
are
Clinton.
there smarter women than her in the world?
I'm sure.
But they're smart enough to not run for president, maybe.
In this day and age,
Because they could go be more successful as a business person
or a spokesperson
than a politician. Yeah. Politicians, you want to respect them because it's a duty to your country to make
serve,
sure
right?
That's the whole point.
Right.
But you got these people that just do it for lifelong, and they're, they got all these other people in their pocket. They're
right.
And even she's not, Obama, they both do it because they have to. That's the only way you get anything done.
Right.
You have to grease some wheels.
Right.
It's just, when you get caught, how do you deal with it?
Right.
And when it's so blatant, like, oh.
I didn't know that I couldn't read everybody's email. I thought that was okay. Or whatever that whole I don't pay attention to politics because it is you read
her email thing's dumb. They're so upset about it. All she did, essentially, rather than use the government's email server,
she used a Hotmail account.
She set up her own somewhere
Okay.
else, which means it was insecure, and it means the government couldn't read it.
Okay.
So who knows what she said in these emails? That's the whole point. No one knows because they were kept secret from the government. No one could.
So technically, what she did was pretty actually awesome.
Well, it depends on what side you're on.
I'm not big on government reading stuff.
Well, she's supposed to do all of her work is supposed to be transparent.
Okay.
So
yeah.
that the people
she's
know,
a public office
right.
official. Yeah.
So her emails should be on record.
Okay.
So that we could go through them if we wanted to.
Right.
As a people.
Yeah,
she said, "Well, I'm going to do my emails on my personal email," and they're like, "Well, you were doing work emails in there, and that's not public.
our business.
That's our business. You need to give those up to us." And she's like, "Well, we'll see about. Yeah, I'll go through them and see if there's any work stuff in there. I don't think there
so.
is.
I think it's a lot of recipes.
I might have said like I'll see you at 6 tomorrow. I'll check them out and I'll get them. I'll get them
to you.
I'll publish them.
I'll forward them.
Yeah, and that's what the whole thing was. Is like, what is she hiding?
Right. Who fucking knows? I have such a hard time. Like, I love this country, man, but like some things about it are just fucking backwards. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't like the gun control, obviously. Like, I don't like politicians. Like Aaron Schock, our representative. Like, he was a guy that I looked at and I was like, yeah, I get behind this guy.
Oh, you did?
And I didn't get behind him. I didn't vote. And I'm certainly not gay like he, and I don't want
to.
You
think he's gay? I mean,
no, I've heard from people that are close to him that he's gay, but I mean, whether or not he is or not, I don't know. But just to see him,
I just wonder if he hates himself and he's gonna take it out on his first wife too,
or maybe going to a nightclub. He's married.
No, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Oh, fuck, yeah. I don't think so. I think he's gay.
I don't think you can trust someone who goes about telling people how I'm going to fight for you, I'm going to do this. He's all about his values and stuff.
Right.
If he is gay, I'm not saying he's gay. I don't know if he is. But it's hard to trust someone who says, here's how you should live life, but then they're not even honest with you
about their life.
Or they're not even honest to themselves.
Right.
About their own life.
Right.
Because they think it's wrong or immoral. And then they're involved in making choices and decisions on how we govern based on the fact on some of those people's rights,
like a whole lot of people's
like
rights,
the gay marriage stuff.
Right.
What's with all these politicians that are in the closet?
Right.
We got to get rid of the shame thing of being gay,
right?
And then with the whole transgender bathroom stuff. How long have transgender people been using the bathroom?
Oh, a long time.
Forever.
A fucking long time.
Has anything ever happened?
No, nothing has. But the more we fucking talk about it, the
sudden,
more likely something will happen.
All of a sudden, women are going to be spied on by men because they're pretending to be who's doing that? Who's dressing up like a girl so they can go to them? If they're doing that, they did that before.
Right.
They didn't need this law that said they could.
Right. Well, and speaking of, I talked to Danielle about it, and she would vote for having just one bathroom.
No, you can't do that.
And
I'm
I was
not
like,
standing in that line.
well, okay, yeah, but one gigantic, or both bathrooms, or every bathroom, man or woman, trans, anything, can use the bathroom. And I was like, honey, I don't think that you know what you're talking about, because there is no way that I can like walk into a place full of girls and like just drop trout and dump.
Well, think about it though. They do it in like Star Trek in the future. Everything's unisex.
That's true.
So, they all wear the same outfit.
Thank you, Captain Kirk.
They all have the same locker room,
right.
And it's not about.
They have sex with their minds,
right,
instead of their body parts. Downloaded.
That was very good.
Nice. I don't know, dude. There's no way I could. I don't even think I could pee next to a girl, let alone like that emergency public restroom shit. You know what I mean?
What if you had the urinal? You got the row of urinals.
Right.
You got the row of stalls.
Still don't think so.
If you got the stall right next to the urinal,
I don't care what you're about to say.
She's sitting there pissing. You're sitting there.
So no doors, no walls, no nothing.
Well, you got to make it efficient. It's got to be. You think about how many times you go to a men's room and there aren't doors because they're saving money.
Well, I think they do that because we're generally idiots and we write things like "want my dick sucked," and then write your phone number underneath it. I don't think that happens in women's bathrooms. I could be wrong.
I would almost guarantee that it doesn't.
Right.
Only the guys that are dressing up like women to go in there are doing that.
Right. Need good dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So run this through me. Yeah. All right. So the unilateral, the unisex bathroom.
Let's map out her idea.
Okay.
So she thinks that we should all just have a communal toilet. What if we had a communal toilet?
Yeah.
Like one giant
just pond.
You've seen the trough at
at Wrigley Field?
Right.
Yeah.
What if we took that idea but made it into like a horseshoe? Right?
Okay.
And the trough goes around the outside the perimeter, and on the inside perimeter
are toilets.
And they all flush to the same drain. All right, so plumbing is pretty easy.
So all the toilets are like back to back, like in a circle. Well, all the
if
commodes,
if you sit,
if you will,
if you sit across the room, you're across from someone.
Oh, jeez.
But you're doing the same thing. It's not like it's
but I don't.
You might even learn a new wiping technique. Be like, hey, look at that. He folds it twice. I never thought of that.
Oh, he's
It keeps your hands cleaner. Thank you, sir.
He goes,
I'm a woman. Whoa.
I'm a woman. Front to back wipe. Nice. Or no, back to front.
Excuse me, everyone. I stand up to wipe.
Yeah.
Whoa.
One of the few back to front wipers as he goes in for the show.
Think of that.
I don't know, dude. I like every woman. Like you've had to have this happen. Like, isn't it weird when you walk in on your girl taking a piss or a shit and they're squatting and they're like sitting down and it's just a really awkward, like you see girls sit down all the time, like at dinner or whatever, but there's something about the pants being at the ankle and being naked and then that sense of panic that you see in their eyes when you accidentally walk in.
And
it's like, whoa, you're not cooking meth in here. I mean,
they don't
you're not doing anything.
They also don't sit on the toilet the way they sit in a chair.
Right.
They kind of like
lean over.
Like they got a purpose. Like
right. Or if you catch them like being like a dude, like all hunched over, like flipping. No. I mean like taking a shit wise. I mean, like taking a shit. Like you see them like all hunched over. They're not worried about how their body looks when they're sitting at a dinner table. Yeah. So like they're all hunched over a toilet and they're like flipping through their phone and they're like
relaxed.
Yeah, because they're trying to get this one out and and it's just like, whoa, that just don't touch me for a couple of days. I'm gonna have to melt that out of my brain.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's just me though. I mean,
it's like walking in on your mom.
Yeah, it's nothing to you, I guess. But no, it's nothing like walking in on my mom.
Well, to be honest with you, I've never done that to my wife.
You've never walked into the bathroom while your wife was busy?
No.
Oh, man.
We don't. We
Lucky day.
We won't do that. There's no...
So you guys have an unspoken understanding that I know he's in there. I know she's in there. But it never gets crisscrossed. Like, you're never, like, late for work, frantic, like, being like, oh, shit, oh, fuck, I left my keys. And then just open up the door and then...
No, never.
Not once.
Never.
So you guys run... It's a pretty well-oiled machine
if she's
here.
in there with the door shut, She's in there with the door
but
shut.
I know, not that you. But what I'm saying is that you don't know that she's in there with the door shut. You just think that the door is shut.